What's going on, guys? This is my 2001 Is300. So this thing, whenever I bought it, had a 1J VVTi in it, and it had the stock turbo, and it had a W58 in it, stock injectors, stock ECU. Car ran great, probably somewhere around the 300 horsepower mark, but I knew very soon after that I was going to make more power. So I needed a new turbo, and I also needed a new transmission to hold up. So I went ahead, pretty much right after I bought it, I went ahead and did the R154 swap, and I went ahead and did a Tomei bolt-on turbo. Also went ahead and did a standalone ECU. It's got a ECU Masters EMU black and radium fuel rail. Took it on a dyno after that, and it made right at 500 on E85. That was up there as far as boost number goes, though. That was about 25 to 30 pounds of boost. So I knew even after that the Tomei turbo wasn't going to survive at that. So I knew soon I was going to upgrade to the next turbo size, and also start working on some other things for down there in the future to make more power. So that's kind of the stage we're at now. I'm gonna call it stage 3. Stage 1 was buying the car as is. Stage 2 was kind of preparing it for a little bit more power. This is stage 3 of making everything kind of stable and working 100%, something that you can drive anywhere down a drag strip, which is a possibility for the first time in my life, actually going down a drag strip and taking this thing down there. So I'm very excited to do that, and excited to show y'all some parts on here that have been ordered. As you might be able to see down there, you can see the Tomei turbo, but that's one of the reasons that I want to get rid of it, because you can't even see it. It does spool up nice. It's a great option if you wanted a cheaper alternative and then going any other top mount or something like that, because you can use the stock manifold and you can make some pretty good power with it. But I like seeing the turbo, and the Garrett turbos are in my opinion, the best sounding turbo and the best performing turbo out there. So I am going to replace that turbo with a top mount Garrett GT 3282R. I think that's right. No, Garrett GT 3582R, which is a ball bearing turbo. Good for around 480 to 900. Soon after I got all this stuff done, the stock being the stock tank being metal, it actually ended up rusting out the inside of the tank, clogged up the filter, clogged up the pump, and I knew pretty much from then that I was going to have to do something. End all be all was going to be a fuel cell, but of course those are kind of expensive. But I wanted to try to look into getting a good factory tank. Unfortunately, I found out pretty quick that they're not cheap. They're like $800 for a factory tank, you know, to get it shipped to my door. A brand new one's like $1,400. Even people on Facebook Marketplace wanted an arm and a leg for them. Not to mention, dropping this tank out, putting a new tank in is kind of a pain, and not something that I ever want to really do or worry about again. So it pretty much prompted me to just go down the fuel cell route. So that's what I did. As you can tell too, my seats are busted. They are absolutely terrible while you're driving the car. They stab into your back. It is the worst experience ever. I love Corbo seats, as if y'all have watched some of my previous videos with the 350Z here, you notice that I have Corbo seats in it, and they're fantastic. Not only are their seats fantastic, but their customer service is excellent. If y'all are ordering seats, order from Corbo. Also, not a sponsor, but I'll definitely accept a phone call. But I ordered those seats, and they're not a full-on race seat, but they are a little bit more bolstered than the factory seat, and they look a whole lot better than the factory seat. So my plan is to put those seats in there, put five-point harness just like what's in the 350Z, and a harness bar across the back, and that should take care of the interior for now. Alright, so I'm hoping that y'all are excited about this build, as just as excited as I am. Alright. He was looking right at me.
It's like every time we try to record something, everybody wants to come around here.
He just went down. He's coming right back. I don't know what he's doing. He was looking right at me. I'm like, what do you want? Yes, I'm recording a video. Get out of here. Try it.
No, that's perfect. Keep going.
I can't put that in the video.
Why not?
My mom watches this video.
Cut it out. Cut out the barnacle word.
The barnacles. I'm hoping that y'all are excited about this build. I am very excited about this build. I've had this car for now a little bit over a year, and I think I've put about 700 miles or less on it. So I'm definitely ready to get this part done and get this car back on the road and on the drag strip. Like I said, I've never been down a drag strip before, and I have a couple 8-mile strips around me. I'd love to see what this car can do down the strip. So if you're excited about this build, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, share with friends that are maybe have ISs and want some information about how to do things, or maybe you want to put a fuel cell in yours. So just stay tuned. Content coming soon.
Nice. That was funny though. He said, my mom watches these videos.
My mom watches these videos.
What a loser.
We're probably gonna keep that in there so my mom watches it. She's like, oh.